Alright, what's up? So we'll give y'all an update on the S10. I'm also going to cover the complete combo of the truck in this video. I've had a few people ask different questions about the truck, so I'm going to try to answer all them questions in this video. If I do miss something, then feel free to ask me in the comments and I will answer it down there. Alright, so first off, the truck is a 1992 S10. It does have a 5.3 LS with a 7875 VS Racing turbo. The truck is also back halved with ladder bar suspension, and the truck has been a best of 5.8 at 119 in the 8th mile. So we'll start in the engine compartment. The engine is a 5.3 LM7. It has 706 heads. The only thing done to the heads is a set of pack 1218 springs. The block is a 2000, so it's a stock bottom end Gen 3. It has a sloppy stage 2 cam, and that is the only thing done to the engine. It's as is from the junkyard. The turbo is a VS Racing 7875 Gen 2.5 with the 1.25 back housing. The wastegate is also a VS Racing piston style wastegate. It is a 60 millimeter. The intercooler is a Mishimoto. It's a 3-inch intercooler, inlet and outlet. I think it's 31 inches by like 18 inches tall. You can see it don't really fit that well, so I had to cut up the front of the truck. The radiator is just an eBay aluminum single pass radiator with some eBay fans. It keeps the engine about 190 and does what it needs to do. The catch can is a Motion Raceworks catch can. It is dual 10 AN, and I've had cheaper catch cans on this truck, and this one is well worth the money. The coolant overflow catch can is also from Motion Raceworks. The intercooler piping is all 3-inch eBay intercooler piping. The exhaust is a S10 LS swap exhaust from eBay. I custom built the crossover, you can see it down there, and then the turbo log is custom. It is built out of Schedule 40 pipe. You can see the turbo flange there. Also welded the wastegate directly to the exhaust housing of the turbo. The fuel system, we will start with the injectors. They are 1500 cc Snake Eater truck injectors. I have a Aeromotive fuel pressure regulator. All the sensors are Low Dollar Motorsports. That is a fuel pressure regulator sensor. That is my 3-bar map sensor. The fuel feed is an 8 AN feed and a 6 AN return. I have a block off for the stock fuel rail regulator, and this is my content sensor for E85. The fuel cell is a 10-gallon eBay fuel cell. You can see the 6 AN return there. It has dual 10 AN feeds. The dual 10 AN fuel line is feeding 2 AEM 400 liter per hour pumps. Here is my pre-filters. The fuel line is 6 AN coming out of the fuel pumps. So the fuel lines come out of the pump 6 AN, they wire together into a 8 AN, and then the 8 AN continues on until the filter before the fuel rails. And that is it for the fuel system. Here's a better look at the turbo log. You can can see V-banded, and I will show you the crossover. So this is the crossover, and that is the flex joint. Now we'll move on to the transmission. The transmission is a Power Glide. It has a bolt-on bell housing. The converter is a Circle D Pro Series bolt together 252 millimeter. I'm really liking that converter. It's been a really nice piece. Also have Low Dollar Motorsport sensors on the line pressure, and I have it for that is a combo sensor for the trans temp and converter charge pressure. So here's the other side of the transmission. You can see the shifter linkage and the shifter cable, the trans brake, and the wiring. Here is my trans mount. It is just a Jegs trans mount that I cut off the mount and re-welded a new one. That is the trans cooler there. Now on to the rear end and the rear suspension. The rear end is a 8.5 inch 10 bolt. It does have 373 gears, full spool, and it has strange 33 spline axles with C-clip eliminators. The rear suspension is ladder bars. The truck has also been back halved. You can see that is my drive shaft speed sensor there. The truck has strange single adjustable coilovers. It also has an anti-roll bar. It was on the truck when I got it, so just been making it work. So there's a look at the rear end. There's a look inside the bed. So the battery is back here. That is the upper mounts for the coilovers. You can see the back half. We'll go take a look at the front suspension. The truck does have over 7 inches of front end travel. The upper control arm is a tubular upper control arm with a 1 inch long upper ball joint. The lower control arm is stock. The truck has stock spindles with 2 inch lowering springs. The front shock is a QA1 R series 9010 single adjustable, so it has 19 different settings. You can see the shocks there. So now we will move on to the inside of the truck. So you can see the truck has a cage there. It is a Kirky seat. The truck has a Terminator X. You can see right there. That is my fuse panel, and I have 10 relays up here that controls everything. What you can't see also is I have a Holley CAN IO, so I can add 8 more inputs and 8 more outputs. The shifter is a Precision Performance shifter. It is air shifted. This is the onboard air. It is for the boost control and the air shifter. That is the MAC valve there for the air shifter. That is the switch panel. I will show you the MAC valve for the boost control. So it is dual MAC valve, got a fill and a vent, and it runs to the wastegate, and that is my dome pressure sensor. The truck is on 15-inch wheels front and back. The fronts are 26-inch tall, and the backs are 28 10.5s. The bed cover is just a sheet of aluminum that has been riveted to the bed. It has a piano hinge, so you have access to the fuel cell and the battery. There's also a circuit breaker there. So I will show you the exhaust. It is just a fender exit. So the wastegate and the exhaust comes out the fender. There is the wideband. I do get questions about these plugs. These are just regular water plugs. I noticed jet boats use them all the time, so I got tired of shoving rags in there all the time. You just got to remember to take them out, or you will shoot that plug across the yard. The front accessories are just stock truck accessories. Also do have a coolant pressure sensor down there. The brakes are stock for the most part. It does have a Motion Raceworks master cylinder. So that's probably about it. I'm sure I've missed a couple of things, but that gives you a basic rundown of the truck. If you have any questions about anything, please put them in the comments, and I will try my best to answer them and make a video if I can. I appreciate y'all watching, and if y'all would like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch y'all next time.